Hey guys, what's going on? Sebastian here again, and in this video I want to talk to you about drop shipping in Aliexpress the right way, because in 2016 I've done a bunch of drop shipping, and I've had a lot of problems, I've had a lot of success. So I just want to share my experience with you and pretty much tell you how I think you should be doing it if you're just starting out and if you're in the scaling phase, right? So right now I'm actually recording with my mom's iPhone because my brand new iPhone 7 literally just died, and I was like, man, I have to record so many videos here in the beach. Now I don't have a phone, so I'm using my mom's iPhone 7. Hopefully I will get it changed or replaced, whatever my phone these days. But anyways guys, AliExpress drop shipping. If you are just starting out, if you just created your online store, and let's say you're in the testing phase, you're testing maybe 10 products on Facebook, right? In this testing phase, you don't really know what's gonna be selling. You don't really know what product you'll be working with in the future. So you don't want to go crazy and buy 1,000 units of that product because you don't know if it's gonna sell consistently throughout the next months, right? Or the next weeks, whatever. So in this testing phase, you cannot go crazy and just buy a bunch of products. What I suggest you do, guys, when you are getting sales on these items that you are testing, I suggest you go to AliExpress and manually buy these products one by one. Right, so manually place the products or the orders in aliexpress.com using the shipping method ePacket. ePacket is just a shipping method that's like an agreement between China and the USA for to ship small items from China to the US for a very low price. So it will cost you an extra $1 or $2 per order to use ePacket, but it's way faster, it's more reliable, and it actually gives you a USPS tracking number, which the other shipping methods don't give you. So China Post Express, something like that, the free one, it takes a long time, like 40 days to get there to the US, 40 days. So it's just a very long time, and you don't want to make customers wait that long, because you will get disputes, you will get chargebacks, and that's not really building a real business if you make your customers wait 35 days to get their product, right? So pretty much that's how I suggest you do it, guys. In the testing phase, I suggest you manually place orders because you don't really know what sells. You are just like testing the waters, but once you get that winning product, you will be able to buy in bulk. So that's actually the second phase, that's the second stage. Let's say that you tested these 10 products, but from those 10 products you found one that's just killing it. I mean, you are getting a ton of sales from that product, and you're selling maybe 100 items per day. So you're getting 100 orders per day. And now what you can do is, instead of going and placing those orders manually on AliExpress like you were doing before in the testing phase, you can go ahead and send a message to the vendor in AliExpress. So make sure that this vendor has crowns and diamonds. Make sure you see that there's good feedback about that vendor. They have sold thousands of products. Make sure that they look good in overall, in their AliExpress profile. Once you see that, once you make sure that's going on, send them a message and tell them you want to do business with them long term. But the way you would like to do it is to communicate outside the AliExpress platform through Skype or WhatsApp. So why do you want to do this? Because if you communicate inside the AliExpress platform, it will be less fast, because the AliExpress message platform is just like email. You log in once in a while to check messages, etc. But if you use a more direct way of communication like Skype or WhatsApp, you'll make sure that when you have a problem or you want to say something to your vendor, it will be more accessible because they will be there to answer questions faster. That's the way I'm using it, and it just creates more commitment between you and your vendor if you take the communication and relationship outside the AliExpress platform. It makes it more serious. So if your vendor for some reason tells you that they don't want to do that, you tell them that's the only way you can do business. There are many vendors out there, but you really want to work with them, so you want them to create a Skype account or WhatsApp or whatever. You can use another platform, but those are the ones that I use. Now, another thing you want to tell them is, here's the important part, you want to tell them, hey, I want to do bulk drop shipping, meaning that instead of placing orders manually in your store every single day, in your AliExpress store, I want to send you a CSV file or an Excel file every single day with the orders for the day, and then you're gonna fulfill those orders and send them to the customers using ePacket in the United States, right? So what I'm telling you here is, instead of manually placing orders, you go to your Shopify store, you export the orders for, let's say, November 15th, and that Excel file, you send it to the seller, right? The seller will take care of everything. He will process the orders and send every single order to the United States using ePacket, and he will charge you a big invoice. So instead of paying, let's say, 100 transactions of $2, you will be paying, you know, $200. It's gonna be faster for you, and you're only gonna have one invoice. So in terms of logistics, I mean, it's easier to be making numbers with, you know, 10 invoices than 800 invoices. It's just easier, and with the bank and everything, the accountability, I mean, it's better. So that's gonna allow you to scale, because you know, when you place orders manually, the problem is that your virtual assistants have to be spending a lot of time working. They have to place every single order, and let's say placing one order takes 10 seconds or 15. So when you multiply that by 200, you know, it's a lot of time, and this time that they are working means that you have to pay more. So if you use the bulk drop shipping method, you will save a lot of money, your logistics will be better, everything will be better. Even you will get better prices. You can negotiate with your vendor, hey, I'm buying 100 orders per day, 200, can you make a better price for me? Let's say instead of paying $2 per order, can I pay $1.60, right? Also, they will ship faster. They will ship faster if you're working directly with them. It's just experience that I've gotten, you know, they just tend to ship faster if you send them a lot of one product. So what else? I'm kind of getting like a shadow here. I'm gonna move from here. So what else was I saying? So that's the second stage. The third stage is when you're just completely growing your business really fast, and that's like when you're selling 500, 1,000 orders per day. That's around $10,000 per day or $15,000 per day, based on my experience. And when that happens, you know, even though you're doing bulk drop shipping and that's great and everything, ePacket is still not that fast. I mean, it takes around 2 weeks to get there, sometimes more, sometimes less. But you know, people in the US are used to receiving their orders within, you know, 7 days or something like that. So what I suggest you do at that point is you tell your vendor, hey, can you ship 1,000 orders of this product that I'm selling, the product that I've been selling, buying from you all this time? Can you send 1,000 orders to this warehouse in the US? You give them the address, and from that warehouse, what you do is you ship them from there to the customers' houses. So it will be more expensive, a little bit more expensive. Actually, yesterday I made a call that, to a company that does that, and they charge $1 extra per order plus the shipping within the United States. It was around $3.5 more expensive per order, but it can be less, depends on the weight of your item. What I'm telling you here is that if you really want to scale your business, you want to really take care of the delivery times. So at this point, ship in bulk, buy up front from China from your seller, ship it to a warehouse in the US, pay for a company to fulfill it and ship it from there. It will take 2 to 5 business days to get to the customers instead of 14 days or 17 or 18 days, right? So way better, way faster USPS tracking numbers, and of course you get like the fancy packages for each order, so it's very, very good. So guys, those are the 3 steps: manually placing orders in the testing phase. When you get more orders, then do bulk drop shipping, communicate with your vendor outside the Aliexpress platform, use ePacket, and in the third stage, I would suggest you buy up front, send to the US and ship right from the USA. It's more convenient, but at this point I won't suggest a company. There's one that's called $fulfillment.com, but I won't suggest you use it at this point because I haven't used it. So as soon as I use it, I'm gonna bring you an honest review. I don't want to tell you to use something that I haven't used, just in case, right? Because I teach what I do, right? Not what I think you should do. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, just let me know. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like this video, and also if you want to learn more about Facebook ads and e-commerce, how to make money and how to grow your online business, your online empire, be sure to register for my free webinar below. There's gonna be a link in the description of this video, and pretty much that's it. If you like the video, register and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.